The aviation industry is ready for its next revolution. Today, every single aircraft generates incredible amounts of information. Data has the power to change aviation, but no one asks the right questions. What if data was gathered at the scale of the whole aviation industry? What if every day-to-day decision was made instantly thanks to data? What if costs were indexed on your performance gains? Today, Skywise answers these questions. From the unmatched OEM expertise of Airbus and the data skills of Palantir, we created a new, first-of-its-kind organism. A digital, hyper-connected and highly secured ecosystem that perceives, understands, and takes care of everything related to flying. A heart beating at the rhythm of aviation. Powered by Airbus, Skywise relies on the widest database on the market and 20,000 engineers to supply each customer with a constant flow of cutting-edge insights. Each solution operates alone and as part of a whole, and they can adapt to fit every specific need, are open to any good idea in the industry, and allow the users to connect, watch, share, optimize, and predict seamlessly.
Welcome back. In this video, we are talking about Boeing's recent failures and what that means for Airbus, who is a Palantir customer. So, as everyone knows by now, Boeing has had a series of incidents that have been very serious and have caused many fatalities over the last 5 years or so, and they've been happening increasingly faster. So, of course, the 737 catastrophe in 2018-2019, and then just this year, we've had doors falling off, FAA probes into the engines, and a failure of safety as a culture for Boeing, as well as a flight injuring passengers with a very sharp drop in altitude. So all in all, Boeing is having a very rough year on top of everything that has happened previously to the company. So how is this relevant to Palantir at all? Well, this video was inspired by a post by Arnie, who was responding to QCap, who's a Palantir hater, who was pointing out the fact that Boeing has had significant audits, product checks, failures, instances of non-compliance, and joking that saying this is what winning looks like. Arnie responded and said, you've previously asked what Palantir does. Here is a simple answer. It helps Airbus not to be like Boeing, which couldn't be more accurate. And it brings up the point that I've made many times on this channel going back many years now, which is what we hear from Palantir's management about the subject of Palantir's commercial offerings. You will be uncompetitive without using Palantir software in your organization. Now, this is an example of that to the nth degree. Boeing is literally putting lives at risk with its failure to safely test its planes, maintain them, and actually ensure they are safe to fly. So back to the idea of what has Airbus been doing that has kept it much more competitive than Boeing? Well, it just so happens that Airbus has its own foundry platform called Skywise that it shares with many other airlines, integrates really everything you could think of. That includes predictive maintenance, health monitoring, and fleet reliability. All of the things that it seems like Boeing is really struggling with right now. Now, the problem Boeing is facing is they didn't want to use Palantir's software. Rather, they wanted to partner with Microsoft instead. And they're facing the consequences of not just choosing the best offering. Palantir is perfect for this.
In today's world of aerospace, every product consists of thousands of parts provided by hundreds of suppliers. Maintenance services monitor the health of every aerospace product via thousands of onboard sensors. When a sensor signals dysfunction, an operator is alerted. Most of the time, the issue is quickly fixed with the original equipment manufacturer's help. But when the problem affects several systems, it's nearly impossible to quickly find and fix the root cause. Data exists at every stage of a product's life cycle, from any supplier's information to the latest test, back to the design office or the assembly line. Airbus linked up with the global big data specialist Palantir, beginning in its own factories. Together they created Skywise, a highly effective management platform which offers a single access point to share information, conduct data analysis and enable informed decision-making and collaboration throughout the whole chain. Imagine what's possible for suppliers with wider access to Airbus data, powerful analytics for informed decision-making. For airlines, solving complex problems no longer means endless exchanges that take months or even years. For operators and suppliers, connecting operations data to a dedicated and secured platform means seamless access to data, expertise and analytics insight. Inquiries are shortened from years to weeks, from months to days or even hours, with dramatic cost savings. Failures are anticipated before they actually occur. The smooth operational flow generates huge savings and happy customers. With Skywise, the operator's exact needs are finally at the heart of the design for future products and service solutions.
Now, I also want to show you some context to the situation of what is Skywise actually doing. Now, the perfect way to do this is just to share a clip of some research that Tom Nash did a while back on the subject, and he did an incredible job of covering it. I'll leave his videos in the description if you want to watch those full, and I encourage you to do so.
So first of all, let's read this one because this is fascinating. Example below, a sensor which when it fails grounds the aircraft. Not having the sensor data, we can see fault coming before full failure, and they can monitor right away the fix if the fix is successful in real time. This is the actual slide he sent me, and as you can see right here, they can see the sensor behaving erratically here and here, which basically prompts the fix before it grounds the aircraft. And then as you can see right here, after the fix, they replace the sensor and then the readings become normal again. So the system pre-identifies a possible catastrophic failure. They prevent it by replacing the part, and then they actually monitor to see if the fix is successful. Below is a twin motor valve on an engine that gives fuel supply. Basically, there are no faults given, but you can see increased operation time, and the pink line is the threshold manually set within Foundry to give alerts before the aircraft actually sees failure. Again, another preventative stuff, right? The component was changed and uptime instantly dropped down to normal levels. Preventing engines from shutting down is a pretty big increase in safety. This is not even about the money. It's about safety. It's about not letting airplanes crash. And this is the actual slide. The effects of a misbehaving twin motor actuator can lead to incorrect valve operation, affecting engine fuel supply control, and in some circumstances, engine shutdown shortly after starting.
So basically, we have a situation where Palantir's software has not led to catastrophes that Boeing has been facing. So you must ask yourself, is there a direct correlation between Airbus's uptime and reliability and the use of Palantir? Well, I wouldn't say it's completely unrelated. Let's put it at that. Boeing's failures, while very extreme, should certainly be a lesson to everyone choosing between using Palantir and not using Palantir, using your own solution, building your own solution, or just going with the #1 best solution on the market. So I'd love to know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you think Palantir has contributed to the safety of everything Airbus does with the Skywise system that I've outlined in this video, and whether Boeing should adopt it immediately or continue doing what it is doing. Until next time.